Look at us. We're having sparkling cider. Ding. We had our transfer this morning.
It's good.
Is it good? That is good. Thanks, Randy and Julie. Eric's brother and his wife brought over our sparkling cider to celebrate getting through IVF. And, you know, whether it was positive or not, or ends in a positive or not pregnancy. But anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit about my transfer this morning and our experience. We were supposed to have our transfer yesterday, but they called us earlier. They called us and said that our embryos weren't quite ready. They weren't at the blastocyst stage yet. So they wanted to wait one more day so they could find out what, or have a better idea of what embryos would be best to transfer. Babe, stop. Eric's playing with the dogs. Please don't. Anyway, so it ended up being really good that we waited the extra day to find out how many, you know, or what better embryos, or what embryos were going to be better, because when we went in today, they had only 2 embryos for us. None of, like, the rest of our embryos didn't make it through the night even.
They arrested.
Yeah, they arrested. So we had 12 eggs at the retrieval. 9 of those fertilized. 8 of them survived as of last Sunday. And 8 survived as of yesterday. And only 2 made it to blastocyst stage. So it was kind of a bummer at first. I got a little emotional when they told me, and I just kind of teared up thinking that we have no backup plan. But I was so happy that we still had 2 that we could transfer. And they were, 2 good embryos, and I was glad that we waited the extra day, because what if we had transferred 2 of the embryos that didn't even make it through the night? I don't know if they would have, I know that the embryos have a better chance in the uterus than they do in a petri dish. So maybe they would have survived and maybe they wouldn't have. I don't know. But I'm really happy that we have the 2 embryos that we did, and I'm glad that we got to transfer them today, and I'm glad that they looked healthy. And we didn't get the grades or anything. He didn't really tell us, and I'm sure it's because we had nothing to choose from. Those were the only 2 embryos we had. So whether they were good or not, we had to transfer them. And at this point, I really don't even want to know. It's just another thing for us to worry about, whether they were good or bad, graded or whatever. So I'm glad that they didn't tell us. It was kind of cool, though, because they, put us in the room, and they had a TV screen up, and they showed us our embryos. They zoomed in on them, and because the lab was, just in the room next door. So they zoomed in on our embryos, and they showed us sucking the embryos in to the tube, and then bringing the embryos in, to impregnate me. So my doctor was really, really nice. He talked me through the entire thing and what he was doing, and what to expect, and blah blah blah. And they did not have me drink 32 ounces or whatever it is of water. I did not have a full bladder. I asked him about it to make sure. And they even asked me if I wanted to, relieve my bladder before we got started. So that was kind of weird, because I know a lot of people have to have a full bladder. And then also sometimes they have to, wait. They have you wait there an hour at the facility. But we were in and out in, a half an hour. And they told me no bed rest. I mean, they said to, take it easy, obviously. I didn't go to work today, and I'm going to work from home tomorrow. But, they said actually a little bit of movement was good, because to keep your blood flowing and keep the blood going to your uterus, basically. And so today we've just taken it easy. I have not been on bed rest. We just kind of watched movies and hung out, and we had visitors and, just little things. And then tomorrow I'll be up at my computer. But anyway, I think it's kind of funny how some people are on strict bed rest, and like then my doctor was like, no, move around a little bit. You know, they didn't want me to do anything, like go work out or anything. But in a couple days, I will start just walking every day, just to make sure I've got some blood circulating and whatnot. So I'm just trying to keep my body warm. I heard that you should always have socks on your feet, because if you have warm feet, you have a warm uterus. So I have socks on my feet, and will continue to have socks on my feet. And you know, I've completely cut out caffeine and soda and, you know, whatnot. Whether it'll make that huge of a difference, I don't know, but it'll make me feel better. And then also I started eating a pineapple. I've read a few different like places that you should have, like, take a pineapple, split it into 5 equal parts, and have that every day for the first 5 days starting on the day of your transfer. So I did that today. Hey, babe.
Okay.
And you're supposed to eat, including eating the core. So that was a little rough, but I got through it. And I will continue to do that because that's supposed to help implantation. Anyway, so we have 2 little embryos, and we're hoping that they're all nestled in there and that they will take. We would love, love, love to have twins, but we will be ecstatic no matter what if we could just be pregnant and start our family, especially now that we don't have any backup embryos to use. But Eric and I feel very confident and positive, and I feel so happy today. I was, you know, a little nervous this morning, but the second, you know, I saw our embryos and they transferred them, I just got this really calm feeling, and I just became happy, and I wasn't worried or scared like I always am, because I'm a big worrywart. So I feel really, really good about it, and I think that the cycle will end the way we want it to. At least that's the way I'm thinking. So anyway,
twins.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
And there's the animals.
Yep. 3 of them anyway.
Yeah, 3 of them. Anyway, there's my super quick, unorganized transfer date update. Okay, hope you guys are all doing well, and I will see you later.